Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Author Dear Spice. I talk about manifestation techniques. And today's manifestation technique is known as separate emotional journey from action journey. Step 1 is when you are letting in the well-being, it feels wonderful. When you are letting in the good things that keep coming to you, it feels wonderful. When you're not, you don't. So you have control about whether you are letting the things in, no matter how the conditions are. Irrespective of how the conditions are, if you are in a position to let the well-being get into you, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the condition is, then you will always be on the mode towards your manifestation. So this is step 1. Step 2. Separate your emotional journey from your action journey. What I mean is that now in your emotional journey, you would have reached the place where you have already manifested the things in your life, whatever you want to manifest. But in your action journey or in your physical journey that you are in, you may nowhere be around. For example, you may not even witness the things around or feel the things around or whatever it is. But what you need to do is separate out those aspects from your emotional aspects. You be in that emotional journey where you have already reached the manifestation of your choice. So you got to separate the action mode from your emotion mode, or you got to separate your emotional journey from your physical journey. It is then that you can have complete control. So you can have complete control over your emotional journey. So in your emotional journey, you have already achieved whatever you wanted to achieve. You already got the person that you want in your life. You already got the job that you want in your life. You already got the wealth that you want. You got the health that you want, everything, right? When in your emotional journey. In your action-based journey, you may not have reached anywhere in those aspects. But then you got to separate out the emotions from the physical aspects and only focus on your emotional journey. Okay, so that is step 2. Now step 3 is use words to soothe you from despair to hope. So suppose you are not in alignment, then you got to use some good words to soothe yourself into alignment, soothe yourself towards hope. Okay, manifestation happens vibrationally before you see the evidence of it, right? So every time everything that manifests is first just a thought or an idea that has occurred to you. Okay, and then you carry on with your emotional journey and you start seeing evidences of it, right? So manifestation happens vibrationally first before you actually see the evidence. So evidence is not testable yet, but progress has been made. So every time you soothe yourself towards your good feeling thoughts, or you soothe yourself into getting the well-being within you, it is then that you have already reached your destination in your emotional journey, right? You already reached the destination of your manifestation in your emotional journey. So what has happened is the evidence may not be testable yet. The person whom you want to meet may not be there in front of you yet, right? But the progress has been made. In terms of progress, what I mean to say is not the action step of where you are booking the plane tickets and going and meeting the person or something. It's like the emotional journey is already being done, where you have already progressed in your in your relationship with the particular person, or probably you have made good progress in the business, having multiple contacts, etc., etc. Okay? So soothe your words to feel from despair to hope. So when you change the way you feel about something, you change everything. If you don't take score, the evidence will manifest to you. Don't take score of the things that are about to manifest, or if you're not seeing the evidences of the manifestation, don't take score of it. Just if you leave that portion of not taking score, then you will see that the manifestation is everywhere around you. Okay, so this is step 3. Step 4 is find the best feeling thought. Every time you're in a situation, find the best feeling thought. Do the best of what you can do right now. So when you're reaching for something better, you are leaving the resistance behind. So when you're doing something better, whatever resistances that you're having, you're just discarding it off. You're just leaving it behind. So feeling better is a relief factor. And it's the key to understanding the emotional journey. So find relief. So in your emotional journey, you will find relief and stick to that. Stick to your emotional journey. Separate it out from your action journey or the evidences of it or taking score of what has happened or anything like that. Just be joyous in your emotional. So we have come towards the end, and I have spoken to you about the manifestation technique known as the separating the emotional journey from action journey. I'll get back to you next week with one more unique manifestation technique. Stay tuned and bye for now. Bye.